Have you ever heard a story so powerful, so shocking, that it made you question everything you thought you knew about life, about death, and about what comes after? This is not folklore, not a legend, not a story passed down by word of mouth. This is the testimony of a 92-year-old grandmother who died for 20 full minutes. Doctors declared her gone. Her children were holding each other in tears. The room fell silent except for the flat line of the monitor. But then, against all odds, she came back. And what she revealed left doctors speechless, her family trembling, and now people all over the world asking, could this be the sign we've been waiting for? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you will hear the exact words she brought back from the other side. Words that may change the way you see your own life forever. Her name was Mary, a 92-year-old grandmother from a small town in Ohio. Her life had been ordinary, raising children, cooking meals, tending her garden. But that day, her story became extraordinary. It started with a sudden collapse in her living room. One moment she was smiling, the next she was gone. Her children rushed her to the hospital, their hearts pounding with fear. Doctors fought with everything they had: oxygen, chest compressions, electrodes. But after minutes that felt like hours, the monitor flatlined. A nurse whispered, "She's gone." Her son dropped to his knees. Her granddaughter, just 12 years old, cried, "Grandma, please don't leave me." And yet, at that very instant, Mary said she felt none of it. No pain, no chaos, no fear. She said it was as if she had stepped out of her body like slipping off an old coat. For the first time in years, she felt light, strong, free. She looked down and saw her own body, pale, lifeless, surrounded by frantic doctors and a sobbing family. She wanted to comfort them, to tell them she was okay, but her voice wouldn't reach them. Then it happened. A glow appeared in the corner of the room. Not a hospital light, not a reflection. Something alive. Mary said the glow pulled her gently, like a current in a river. She didn't resist. She couldn't. Suddenly, she was no longer in the hospital. She was standing in a field unlike anything she had ever seen. The grass shimmered like liquid gold. The sky pulsed with colors no human eye had ever known. She heard music, but not from instruments. The sound came from the air itself, from the light, from her own soul. It was harmony, perfection, peace. And then she saw them, figures approaching in the distance, radiant, glowing, but familiar. Her husband, gone for 30 years, with the same warm smile that first made her heart skip when they were young. Her parents, standing hand in hand, their eyes full of love. Her little sister, who had died of illness when Mary was only a child. Mary fell to her knees, overcome with joy. "I'm home," she whispered. But then came the shock. Among them stood a young woman she didn't recognize. The woman stepped closer, her face glowing. "I am Anna," she said, "your grandmother's sister." Mary froze. No one had ever told her about Anna, but she described her perfectly. Her eyes, her voice, even a small scar on her hand. When Mary returned to life, her children searched, and hidden in an old attic, buried under dust, they found letters written by Anna decades ago. Proof that she had existed. Proof Mary could never have invented. How could Mary have known? But what happened next was not just comforting, it was terrifying. The light around her began to shift. The music faded, the field trembled, and then a voice, Not a human voice, not male or female, not young or old. It was thunder wrapped in tenderness, fire clothed in love. The voice said, "Mary, your time has not yet come. You must return. But when you do, tell them the world has forgotten me. Tell them love is the only thing that survives the grave. Tell them I am coming soon." Mary trembled. She didn't want to return. She wanted to stay in that place of peace. But the voice grew stronger. "Go back. Speak. Testify. For time is shorter than they believe." And then another vision. She saw the earth itself trembling, cities in ruin, churches empty, people rushing through life, blind to eternity. But she also saw a great crowd, men and women kneeling, hands lifted, tears streaming down their faces, the forgotten, the poor, the simple. And yet their eyes burned with a light that no darkness could extinguish. The voice spoke again. They will be the first, the pure in heart, the ones the world overlooked. Mary wept. She realized she was witnessing not just beauty, but a warning. Then it ended. The light dimmed, the warmth retreated. The angel stepped back as if heaven itself was closing its gates. Mary felt herself pulled violently back into the chaos of the hospital. A jolt, a gasp for air, machines blaring, doctors shouting, "Pulse! We have a pulse!" someone yelled. Her family screamed, rushing to her side. After 20 minutes of death, Mary had returned. When she opened her eyes, tears streamed down her wrinkled face. Her first words were not about pain, not about fear. She whispered, "Love is the only thing that lasts. Tell the world he is coming soon." The room froze. Even the doctors couldn't speak. From that day on, Mary was never the same. The woman who once lived quietly now spoke boldly. She told her story in her church, then in nearby towns, and soon her words spread across the world. Some mocked her, some doubted, but others wept, knowing in their hearts they had heard truth. Mary never claimed to be special. She said only this: "God gave me a second chance, not to live longer, but to remind you that time is running out, and now her message comes to you. So I ask you, do you believe this was just an old woman's dream? Or do you believe heaven really opened its gates for 20 minutes to give us this warning? If you believe, write in the comments, 'I believe.' Because tonight, this story is not just about Mary. It's about you, your soul, and the choice you still have before time runs out."